What is up, folks? This is Briston with Briston Gaming, and we are back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly. The show will help figure out what mods are good for you, and this week we have a cool week ahead of us. We're going to cover some mods that we really enjoy, but before we jump into anything, we want to take a second to say thank you guys for the support. It does mean the world, and also thank you mod authors for all the cool work that you guys do. And again, we want to say if you guys have any recommendations, by all means, feel free to reach out. We really appreciate stuff like that. But now we're going to jump into the mods. And the first mod is the Server Side Starter Kit by Corn. I want to say cornbread, but the name is really Corn L3 Red, but it's cornbread. It's a really interesting mod that you can kind of tweak and customize on your own. But if you open this, you see we get some good items. We get a mining helmet with a helmet light. We get a bicycle, a hunting knife. We get an axe, a pick, and an SMG. Now, it does kind of seem a little OP with the weapons, the steel axe, the steel pick, the SMG. I would be really just okay with the bike, the helmet light, a helmet, and maybe a pistol, or even just like a pipe pistol, a pipe machine gun, something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be, an SMG, a steel axe and stuff, because those, while nice, are a little top. But it is a very, very fantastic server-side mod that you can tweak on your own with just tweaking the XML stuff. So you can add in kind of whatever items you wanted to. And the mod author has had posts on the mod page where people have asked about that. And they've seemed very welcoming to, hey, if you want, shoot me a message on here, Discord, something like that. And so they've seemed very approachable, very helpful. If there's things that you want to tweak and you're not sure how, they seem very helpful with how to do it. We haven't actually reached out to do that ourselves because we've had a little bit more experience with doing it. But it is really nice to see a mod author that has that approachability. And then just having a mod like this that is super cool with server side being able to have items, like especially the bicycle, because I don't know how many times it's happened to us where we're scattered away from each other, or the traders are super far away, and just it sucks having to run the whole time. But this is just kind of something really nice that you can play with. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the super cool additional arrows by Chambers, and what this does is it adds in some scrap arrows, some fiberglass arrows, scrap bolts, and fiberglass bolts. And you can actually see if we type in that is not how you spell scrap. If we type in scrap, you can see what it requires to make it: broken glass, duct tape for the arrowhead. For the bolts themselves, you can see scrap arrowhead, wood, leather, feather. For the scrap arrow, it's the same thing. And then if we say fiberglass, that is not how you spell fiberglass. See, fiberglass is the fiberglass arrowhead, scrap polymers, mechanical parts. And we look at the arrowhead, it's military fiber, mechanical parts. Very expensive to make, but they are above steel arrows in terms of the damage that they deal. And unless I'm wrong, I could have sworn doing the testing, we found it seemed like the fiberglass arrows were causing bleed damage. I'm not 100% on that. It was kind of something weird we saw when we were doing testing with this mod. So if the mod author or someone that like knows 100% of the time can tell us, or not 100% of the time, but like knows for certain, can tell us, because we tested on a big group of zombies. Typically we'll test like this, and then we'll have groups of zombies that will fight and stuff like that. And it seemed like they were dying on their own without us doing anything. And we wanted to, it seemed like bleed damage, but it wasn't consistent. So if somebody knows something that we don't, please reach out and clarify. But I do believe they do. Again, we could be mistaken though, but that's just kind of how it seemed. But it's a really cool, it's a really cool alternate arrow source. And at a certain point, you just have infinite amounts of leather and stuff like that. And the scrap ones we've seen are kind of between the iron and stone, and they don't require as much of iron or anything like that to make. So it's really nice to have them like that. So if we just say arrow, and we look at the iron arrow, we're actually just gonna spawn some. Oh, here we go. We just grab some iron crossbow bolts, so we can compare the damage to the scrap to the iron. See, it's, and And then we grab some stones real quick, and you can see the damage. So it is between the stone and the iron and damage wise, which is really nice to have, especially because the material used to make them, the glass is just stupid easy to get. You walk up to a house like this, bust out a few windows, stuff like that, you've got more than enough. It's just super easy to get the scrap glass, and especially now that you don't really have a use for it with anything. Now you can make really cool arrows. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Moe Zombies Moe Problems by Capo the Great. And, I'm sorry, Capo the Goat. Really should be called Great, because they really are the greatest with this damn mod, because this mod gives you like 300 times the amount of zombies. Not really, it's like 32 times normal spawn amounts, but you see how many zombies there are. It is insane to have, and it is a cool server side mod like the first one, to have, you know, a server like this where you're playing with your friends, where you just have ridiculous amount of zombie spawns. As you see, we just riding around, they just kind of populate in. It's crazy. It is super fun to have this many zombies spawning all at once, because, you know, the default game set does not allow this many. You guys saw that massive horde back here. I will say, when you first start playing with this, it takes time for the zombies to spawn in, for you to, or at least for us to notice. When we were doing testing and stuff the first time with this, it took, I don't know, 15-20 minutes of playing on the map, but we had been playing on the map already. This is a new start, a new save, so it's taken a lot less time. It's only taken, you know, a couple of hours in game, so maybe 10 minutes in real life. But it does kind of, if you start this on an ongoing save, which you could do, that's an option. If you wanted to do something, you could start this as a ongoing, added in, say the zombie plague is stepped up even harder, and now there's even more zombies to play with. A great role-playing experience if that's what you're into. But it's just really cool to see this, because it's all different kinds of zombies. We've got Crawler there, that lady, these guys, Moes. It's really cool, the type of stuff it spawns, and it does really amp up the challenge if you play with this on a day one, or if you're, you know, late game and you just really want to fight zombies, you want to have that challenge. Here you go. It's fun as hell to play with. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Harder Infestations by MacGyver16502 / B Jackman 16502. And we're gonna take this infested clear here. And this is a really cool mod that gives you 3 versions to choose from. You've got a 50% increase, which just 50% increases the amount of increases the amount of zombies by 50%. Or you've got a 100% increase, which increases it by 100%, which kind of scales up based on your game stage and stuff. But then you also have a truly punishing progression-based one, which the save that we were playing and testing it on, we were I think level 150, level 200, somewhere around there, in a tier 6. And it was in sucking Fane. There were, I want to say, easy 100, 200, 300 zombies. I honestly don't know how many were in there. It was just ridiculous. It was so bad. Lunabug hated life. She hated playing with it. But we're going to play with it here. I'm going to show you guys. We are doing a tier 2 infested. So if you guys have played a little bit with the infested, you know there's going to be a little bit of extra. But this is going to ramp it up to like a ridiculous degree. And you guys are going to see some fun as soon as I figure out how the hell do we get into this POI here. Oh, that's a bunch of dogs there. And then this mama here. Back up, lady. Do we get in here? No, that's locked. But look at the amount of dogs there. Holy crap, that is a lot of dogs. Oh, that's what's making us walk so slow. Oh, I guess we're done. Okay, that was a bad example. So we're actually going to go back to the trader. And I'm gonna try to find us a better example of just how crazy they can be. So we're gonna say reset the quest real quick, buddy. We need another infested clear. Come on, buddy, give us a good infested clear. Here we go. We don't want just a crap ton of dogs. We want a crap ton of punishment. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is a fun one. There's gonna be a bunch of them in here. All right, zombies. Hey, Crawley. Oh, hey, mama. Hey, oh, shit. Hey, mama. What are you doing? Okay, Crawley's dead. We got a Moe, or a Bo, rather. He's down. Hey, buddy. Are you dead? Okay, yeah, you're dead. And of course, I will say, folks, the number of zombies you get can also be predicated on the POI you get. So keep that in mind. The first one that we did, you saw, was just a bunch of dogs and stuff. This one, I don't know exactly how fierce it's going to be, but there are some POIs that aren't going to have a ridiculous amount of zombies in them, just the nature of the POIs themselves. But this one has a good, decent bit. Oh, shit. Okay, and then we got some more back this way. Oh, shit. Okay, and then that's it. Right? No? Yeah? Okay, I think those are zombies above us. Yeah, okay, I think we're good now. Yeah. But you see, it doesn't seem like there's a whole hell of a lot in this POI and in the last one, just based on the POIs themselves, unless it gives us, you know, quests to go to specific POIs. It's really hard to illustrate the type of challenge that this can present. But it is a fantastic mod to play with. If you go for the 100 times or the progression, I don't recommend the progression one. Not unless you just really enjoy just a ridiculous amount of zombies at later game stages, to the point where it honestly does kind of become unfun if you're not already that type of person. I really enjoyed it. Lunabug hated it. It's one of those, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. The 100% for us, for me personally, seems to be like the sweet spot. Lunabug really enjoyed it because it was challenging, but it wasn't just punishing. The 50% can be fun if you just want a little bit of extra challenge without going into the prison or something like that, and then having a bazillion zombies spawn on top of you in the last room, which is what happened to Glock 9, happens to a lot of other people, where just ridiculous amount of zombies are there. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. So thanks for sticking around. Hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, go ahead, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But have fun, folks. Take it easy, and we will see you next time.